Well, good morning, viewers, and welcome to Noel's Garden Tractors and Firewood. And today, on this episode, I'm going to show you what I missed yesterday. In the video yesterday, the camera shut off, and I missed a little bit of a video, I guess. So anyway, I don't know if I can get the same today or not. I think we kind of stopped at this big maple tree here. A Norway maple, that's what I was showing. So I was showing the height of this maple. So what happens when I go up with my camera, for some reason it shuts off, and of course I don't notice it, and I carry on as if I'm normal and keep thinking that the video is going, but it ain't. So anyway, I think it stopped here yesterday at the Norway maple. So anyway, this garden is dug up here for my sister-in-law, and we're kind of cloudy today, and north wind, a little bit of blue sky. It's supposed to be a mix of sun and cloud, so I guess that's what that is. And not that warm. A north wind up to the moment, I think the last time I looked was at 40 kilometers an hour, so, and the temperature is around 10 degrees Celsius, so not too warm out yet. There's another lilac tree. I love the smell of those. They're coming out pretty nice. Lots of little trees growing in the field. I was going to go over that field with the mower on the back of the Ford 1210, but I don't think I'm going to, I guess. Those trees right there, I guess, are coming from those trees. And then there's a whole bunch between that little bush of trees there over to that other big tree. Those are all kind of new looking this year. So we'll just leave it, I think. I used to cut all that when I was cutting the grass. And, it took a long time. And all it did was made it look real nice, but then you get the nutty neighbors down there that just seem to think that is their land, and they go over and start setting fireworks off on it. So I don't bother cutting it anymore. And then you get the people that are in the gardens over here. There's a whole bunch of people that come and go over there, and they're over onto the land and over into my woods, and you just can't. This land is my land and your land, I guess, is what people think. I don't know. Anyway, they get no respect for nothing as far as I'm concerned. But I have to give them the benefit of the doubt, I guess. There's no signs or anything there, so it's hard for them to know where is where. But it's a pretty clear indication that they cut all the grass on the Stratford side, and I don't, so you would kind of think that they would figure that out. Anyway, oh boy, I'm rambling again today. So the little tree I planted yesterday over by the driveway is, I got it out of here. It was growing right there in that spot where there's no grass. Now there was trees out all over this. That's why that wasn't cut, because it was trees over it. And when I put that tiller there was no trees hanging out over like this. Why these trees and things are just... I used to store implements in there too, but you can see the trees are out, but they never used to be out over that old propane stove that's there. And they're coming out over the old snowblower. Well, they must have, in the last 3 to 4 years, come out at least 10 feet. And over there where I've got stuff too, it's starting to get crowded in. Anyway, stuff grows, and that's just the way that is. So we'll continue on here. I don't know if I'm saying the same things as I did yesterday, but anyway, that's the way that is, I guess so. Oh yes, right here. There was a spot in there that I used to get dug up and plant stuff in, but I didn't bother this year. I'm done with that. So I want to get to be able to mow in behind this mower here with a 48-inch deck. And at the moment, I can only get in so far. And a little thing I got to do is to get this out of here, so that I can come straight through here. Old posts that have been here since, oh boy, they could have been here for 50, 60 years, I would say. This place was all a farm at one time, so it's hard to say what was what. So anyway, that's something I got to do. I was kind of hoping to do a little playing and use a small tractor and try it, and then get a bigger tractor and try it. It depends on which tractor would pull it out. And it'd end up to the bigger tractors, I guess, maybe. Anyway, I might just get the bigger tractor and just pull it out and stop the fooling around, I guess. Trying to do video when I'm doing work, it takes up a lot of time. And there's another one right there. I think it's going to be in the way by the look of it. So I'm going to see if I can get them out within the next week or so. You can see that in there. Put the concrete thing there. It's for a weight for the back of a 3-point hitch tractor. Years ago we put our Ferguson tractor onto that and they couldn't lift it, so it's a big old thing. Anyway, move on here. Now this is the secret path I was talking about yesterday, if you remember in the video. My grandson calls it the secret path. So we'll keep going here. I'd like to get a little sign put up here, which I never did, and probably never will. I was going to put a little sign up on the building here. Secret path, this way. Oh dear. On we go. So, like I say, I think this part of the video is kind of what I missed yesterday. I don't look at the camera enough to see if it's still recording, I suppose. I don't know. I guess if I go down too far, like if I go right down, straight down to the ground, or way up in the air, it stops recording for some reason. Anyway, I think we ended up here where I want to get the belt off of that and put it on the other deck. See if that helps the deck from the blades from stopping. Anyway, that deck is off the Massey Ferguson 16 that we use for cutting grass. The deck that's on it now is off the Massey Ferguson 14 that has the plow on it. So we'll move along here. There's my pile of wood. I got to get home, but I got to use that trailer to do it. I got to get that trailer fixed. I got to move a lawnmower over here too. That is the one that cuts or hooks to the wood splitter soon. So anyhow, this if I can get into here, this has got to come out of here. So I've got the thing today, and I put it somewhere where it wouldn't get broke, hopefully. So I'm going to see if I can get one of them out today. And hopefully. You just never know what's going to happen. I keep saying I'm going to do this and do that, and it all changes, it seems. You just can't seem to get enough done. And you get going so far, and then you run out of energy. And that's the end of that. So I brought me a weed whacker today, so I'm going to try and clean up this stuff here along the edge. And around there. And we got my new invention secured yesterday. So hopefully I can try that today. See if it works. And if anybody hasn't seen this before, I'm kind of thinking that I did test it once here already, and it did work pretty good. It helps with the back because you can stand up straight and saw wood instead of being bent over. I'm going to have to bend over to get the stuff on the bottom eventually, but the way the wood is shaped there, how it kind of starts here and then it kind of goes like that, you're always leaning into it to try and cut it. So if it's up against that thing that I got there, it's straight up and down and you can kind of stand straight up. So my thinking is if I can keep rolling that stuff into here as I cut it, then that would make it a lot easier. Well, I could be wasting my time. And could have had wood cut instead of fooling around with that. Anyway, anything to kind of help a fella's back, that's what a fella's got to try and do, I guess. Alright, I'm going to shut this off here, and that's going to be it for now, and I'll get back to you after a bit. So there, I kind of weed whacked around the wood pile here. Well, it makes it look a little better, I guess, but more so you're not tripping over that stuff. Anyway, my, that's a messy job, that. If I can show you or not here without the camera going off. Look at the stuff on me. Stuff everywhere. All over me, all over everything. That would be one of the worst jobs, is weed whacking. Anyway, we'll cut this off here for a minute, and I think our next task is we're going to go and cut that piece of metal out of the trailer. Alright, almost set up here. I just got to get the grinder over here and plugged in, and hopefully I don't break the disc between there and here. And anyway, this old wood, she's kind of gone bad. Anyway, let's hope to get some out here. And then my son-in-law that was here yesterday doing the driveway work, he knows of a place out his way that he gets stuff from, so I'm going to try and maybe go there to get the wood made. Anyway, have a look at in here what my son does. He's got no carpentry training whatsoever. You see the picnic table down there. He just finished building that one. And then he has one in here for himself that he's been building, and he likes doing woodwork, that's for sure. That's something that I never get into. Anyway. Alright, we're going to try and cut this piece of metal out of here. And oh yeah, you might be getting some shaking and wobbling and stuff. But I don't know how to stop that other than buying better equipment, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see how this goes. I think I got through. But I'll have to get something to give it a try. things ain't going as good as I thought. So somehow I guess it's attached underneath. I got both of those cut, but something is attached underneath. So now what has got to happen, I guess, is get under it somehow. And I'm not doing that today. The best thing to do with that is to put it up on the hoist. But that ain't going to happen for a while either, so. Oh boy, things just get too difficult. Too difficult to do, seems. Yeah, I gotta fix that too. Anyway, we'll shut you off for now, I guess. Alright, we're going to try a little bit of moving the wood ahead and to see if my foolish invention worked here or not. Excuse my back, because that's the way you gotta go, I guess. Some of the key to this is the other end is they've all got to be level, so that when you mark them, they'll all be the same. Alright, so far so good. Alright, we're going to use the little mini electric shaker chainsaw and the measure tape. Right. Alright, I'm going to show you. I made a little mistake, I guess. But anyway, I guess I forgot. It's been 3 or 4 weeks since I had this set up. I need to have the ends down there past that end by about 10 inches. And then mark it. Because my marks ended up where? Right along there. But right in line with this, so I can't get the saw in there. So I've got to have those marks ahead by about 10 inches so I can get the saw in here, and then I'll have enough room out here, and I'll end up about here somewhere. These would end up over here, so if I had to cut them off, I'd have room here to cut them off. These aren't going to be too bad because they're measured about 18 inches, so those aren't any problem. But these ones are a problem. I've got to change my thinking here, I guess. I've got to have these ends past here about 10 inches and then start marking. I figure. Maybe not quite that much, because then I'd be into this. So the next time I do that, I'll have to do some figuring. Anyway, I'll see if I can cut a few. This is going to end up being kind of long, I guess. Kind of long. Get this back in place here. So my goal is here that now I can stand in here or back out on the ground, and I can stand up straight and cut those without bending over too much. And now the pile can't fall on me, because as you keep cutting over that way, if you're cutting down low and you get that all finished up, the pile up top here then can fall down on top of you, and that's not good. So that's what I'm kind of mainly hoping for, is that this will stop any problem with the log pile coming down on top of you, and maybe be easier in the back, cutting standing straight up. Alright, it's time to get going here. It's getting along on the time, so I'll do a little bit if I can get the saw going. Alright, the thing shut off. Maybe that's a good thing, as you didn't see all the trouble I ended up having. I don't know. You might have, I guess. But yeah, anyway, it needs some refinement, I guess, somehow. Yeah, it's kind of strange. It's funny how you come up with ideas and you think, oh, that's going to work, and you give it a trial and it seems to work. And when you try and make it better, it don't work so good. Anyway, I'll have to keep fooling with it, I guess. Alright, that's enough for today. I'm getting done in, so have a great day wherever you're at and whatever you're doing. Bye. Alright, I'm going to add on to the already too long video. So I did another session here, so it worked not too bad this time. I did do a little fix up here. I put a brace in here so the logs won't move that. That's what happened last time, is that came in and kind of moved the logs and kind of screwed things up a bit. So anyway, I don't know, I guess it's more work, let's put it that way, but I don't know. You got to roll the logs ahead. And I still got to get used to it too. Once I get used to it, it'll be a little easier. But got some done. The other thing I'm finding is, you're cutting 2 or 3 logs at a time, maybe, and go down through, and you might get 6 logs out of it all. So you've got about 36 rounds cut, just kind of like that. So that seems a little quicker than the other way. Plus you don't have as many rounds down by your feet that you're going to fall down on. Now you get the odd one that rolls out, but I mean, it's not like you're cutting up into the pile and all the rounds are down behind your feet and you're standing on them, and that's just a good place to stand on something like that and it roll away, and there you are, hurt ankle or down the pile and hurt something else. So all in all, I think it's a good thing. Now whether it's going to stay or not, I don't know. The only trouble with it is moving that stuff up to here. So hard to say, but I think it's a good thing. We'll see how things go in the future. All right, that's enough for now. Goodbye.